Good morning. Good. Hang on. Here we go. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 02.23.2026. Current time is 05:59 a.m. Getting ready to hit top of the hour, 6 a.m. here in about 10 seconds. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on uh, Rumble, and as well as you can follow me over there or find me over on X at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay for being on these social media feeds. And all others, you could just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at, or just check the platforms that you're on, the links in the show notes there as far as that goes. And I hope everybody is having a great morning or great start or great end of your day, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. But we had a good weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I'd have to say I had it was fantastic yesterday, but it was overall it was a great weekend, and I do hope you all had a great weekend as well. Let's see. We're saying good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl. Good morning. Oh, the missus says good morning to everybody. She just gave you a blanket. Good morning, everyone. And Tony saying salute to you, my friend. Uh, Hashtag positive start to the day. Good morning to the missus. The missus says good morning to you, Tony. And we have Tony saluting over on Twitch and saying hi over on Twitch. And Tina is getting the coffee, our Jersey girl. And I'm here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We're waking up this morning. I said Friday we weren't going to get anything. We got a little dusting yesterday, and it started to melt away. But then last night before going to bed, it's about 10 o'clock. I saw these big snowflakes coming down. We got about an inch and a half out there. I already got done shoveling the back stone step porch. Tina saying good morning to Tony. Uh, Shoveling. So we got about an inch and a half there, and it cranked back up again. So we may have enough out there to snow throw after I'm done. It's a little it's light, but it's wet. So, so that was a little bit of a surprise this morning. I do have the morning coffee, which just the first cup right here, folks. I didn't cheat. This is a good cup of coffee. I've been up for about an hour, a little over an hour now, hour and 15 minutes. God, that's good stuff. Good stuff there. So I did a quick shovel. I couldn't snow throw it or blow it with the blower because there's like an inch and a half, like inch and a half to 2 inches overall out there, and I'm not sure if it's still snowing out there, but it's not. It's nice. It's nice out there. But I do hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. What did we do? I got to pull out my notes here. Starting Friday the 20th, we did our broadcasts. I did a short clip. I did a couple short clips there for the thought for the day for the 20th. And then on Saturday, we did a old school audio over there on the receding snow. Saturday morning, the snow was all gone. You saw, I mean, the only snow you saw was the embankment of snow along the road at the snowplow, and over my driveway. I throw snow it built up as a embankment. But we got snow out there now. And then I did some blogging. We had a fire. We had a fire. We'll probably get to that in the news, but we had a fire in Appalachian, and I did some blogging over on Blogspot. Multiple fire departments and firefighters combated a fully involved house fire on Appalachian Saturday, and is an older structure, probably built in the early mid 60s, as far as that goes. And then yesterday, we'll get to that fire in the news and stuff like that because I've got some video of it and stuff like that. But yesterday, oh, what a day! Yesterday was the last day of the Olympics, and like normal, on the last day of the Olympics, we have a competition or the event that's always the last into Winter Olympics, and what that was uh, the let me get it here. Hang on for a minute. We had the Canada versus U.S. in the gold medal round, and oh my God, what a freaking game! Did you see that game, Tony? Oh my God, here's the thing. It's 46 years to the day in 1980. I was just coming back from Aviano Air Base, Italy, to Valesgate in New Windsor, downstate, where my parents were living. That's where I went to high school, is down in that area. And I belonged to the Valesgate Fire Company. And I watched the original Miracle on Ice that day. So this is 46 years later. We had the Miracle on Ice. And I don't know if you want to call it a miracle, but there they are getting ready as far as that goes. And the United States went up 1-0 in the first period with 14, scored in the first 5 minutes. They scored a goal. And there's the guy that scored it right there, Matt Boldy. Gets on the board first, and it stayed that way. And there he is making the move. That's the first goal right there, as far as that goes. And then and it's basically Good Morning America. Yeah, it really. So we're 1-up in the first period there, as far as this hockey game. A great hockey game. Both teams are going good. Both teams, despite the fact that Canada had more shots on goal, the United States, they were a stronger team. And there's one part of the game that showed that strength and that resilience, and that's coming out here for the second period. And they tied it up. So after the second, it was tied up 1-1. And in that second period, the U.S. team got 2 penalties. So for over about a minute, they were down 2 players. And they held the Canadians to nothing. They gave them a big fat 0. They didn't, and that, when you're 1 down, you may get a goal now, but when you're 2 down and this is supposed to, Canada's the number 1 seed, so they held them at bay. That's probably one of the most biggest takeaways right there, because in that 1 minute, there was one particular goal right here. Look at this goal. Look at this. That
puck is going in. He got the paddle motion. Let's take a look. Marner looks for
get to it.
Caves on the back side.
Watch the stick. Holy stick just hit it. That could have been a goal right there, folks. That would have put the Canadians up 2-0. And that was just unreal right there. And so they were down, and then the players came back up. And let's see, how do we get out of this now? Let's see, do I hit? Oh, I hit escape. Okay, there we go. So so the third period started, and then we go into overtime. It's 3 against 3, extra goal medal game. And this is the gentleman, the young lad, I always call it, Jack Hughes, who made the winning score for Team USA. And the USA wins the gold as far as that goes. And here is this is the winning goal, the goal that heard around the world right here, folks. Let's listen to wins the match. And here's some slides here of them winning it. The moment history was made, the U.S. team takes home the gold. There's Hughes there. And what a game, folks. There they are, draped in the U.S. flag. Go USA, USA, USA. Unfreaking real, folks, this game yesterday. Our gold medalists, Team USA. And I took 2 pictures, and number 13, that's the player that played on the Miracle on Ice team, that he got in a car accident. I thought he died of cancer, but I guess the missus did some fact checking. He died in a car accident here recently, and he's not here anymore. So, or else, I think he was part of the team and he died of a car accident. And there's his two children. Yeah, so it had to been he was on the team, but he got in a car accident. But there's his children to take part, and I thought that was very good, very respectable to a player. And Team USA celebrates historical overtime over Canada in men's hockey, and that is great. And I got something to say about the gold medals there. There they are. Can't get enough of this. Cannot get enough of this as far as that goes, folks. And let me see if I got my audio here. I'm going to check my audio. Yep, we got good audio. There's another one. You could tell I was into this game, folks. My I was just these are all posted just on Twitter only. So I watched this game. I was following this game. Me and the missus were ecstatic about this game. There it is. Team USA defeats Canada in overtime win for Olympic gold medal. And this is the best thing right here. Here's a young gentleman playing hockey for on the U.S. Olympic team, and he goes to Milan Cortina Olympics, and he says, "I love the USA. I'm so proud to be an American." God bless him. God bless him. As far as that goes, and I'm looking at the thing off to the side. They've got Trump over here. That's funny. That's funny. So we're back here in reality here as we're starting the new week. We're starting a new week, but that was the whole weekend right there. The fantastic weekend as far as that goes, and uh, I was just ecstatic as far as that goes, and it was great. It was fantastic, folks. So my hats off to the U.S. Olympic team. They won the gold. The gold medal now. There's only oh god, I had that stat. Let me see. I heard somebody ask a question. How much gold is it really a solid gold medal? And how much gold is in the gold medal? In the okay, here it is. Um, there's only 6 grams of pure. Yeah, there's 6 grams in the medal. That 6 grams represents about $1,000. Okay, the other, I think there's 555 grams that makes up the rest of the metal. That's silver. This silver they put in is worth more than the gold. That's worth 1,500. So that gold medal is worth 2,000. Yeah, $2,500. $2,500. That medal is worth. That gold medal. It's not solid gold. It's only how many grams did I say? Oh no, it's 6 grams. 6 grams of pure silver, and there's 500 grams. 500 grams of silver, or 500 grams of silver, 6 grams of pure gold, and that's 92.5% silver. So it's only um, what is it? 6.5% of gold, but it's still gold. It's just like oh, but I thought that was pretty interesting as far as the take on the gold medal and stuff. So, but the game, it just the nostalgia that 46 years ago, I was watching the Miracle on Ice at the Valesgate Fire Station. We were watching that, and we were having an early morning beer. No, it was in the afternoon because it was at Lee Plastic. Yeah, but we were drinking beer there in the firefighters lounge there, and I was just coming back from my first duty. I was only 2 years in the Air Force when the Miracle on Ice, and here it is, 46 years later that I see. Yes, exactly, Tina. USA, we love them. God bless them. Just like that's a fantastic. I don't watch hockey. That's probably the first full game I've watched of hockey since 1980. Olympic gold, the Olympic when the Olympic hockey team is in the gold medal, you got to watch it. It's part of being an American, and you got to yell USA, USA. even though Canada's in America, okay, they're part of the North America, so they're in America. They're Americans too, but we're the United States of America. That's the difference. So that was a great game, one for the ages as far as that goes, and that was you know the it just I couldn't. I was thinking about live streaming. I said, no, that's it. That's the day right there, folks. So I just kicked back, enjoy the day yesterday, and had a nice relaxing day. Took a nap. As far as I go, the missus took a nap, and we had a very enjoyable Sunday and stuff like that. So it was a fantastic weekend, and I hope you all had a great weekend as well. But let's see. Currently now, let's see. We're at 31 degrees. We're holding at 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -5 degrees Celsius, and it's not cold out there. When I shoveled, there's no wind. It's very there's no wind at all. We did have a power outage, I guess, overnight when the missus woke up. When we woke up this morning, she said the clock clock on on the stove was blinking, so that indicates that we had a power bump, and so we had some power outages. So it wouldn't surprise me with the snow. It is a little bit wet, and they probably got more than 2 inches up in 1.5 to 2 inches up in the back hills here, because it's colder up there. But we're going to have overcast, a few flurries or snow showers possible. High of 31, so we're at the high already. So hopefully that changes. Winds out of the north by northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour. I'd say they're barely freaking 2 to 5 miles an hour right now. So the wind might be picking up here. Sun will be rising here at 6:51, and that's in about 34 minutes. 34 minutes. The sun will be rising here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, at 6:51, and it'll be setting later at 6:59. We're getting close to that 6 o'clock. It's like 29. No, how many days? More days is till spring? We've got one, two. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We got 20 days till spring. First day of spring on March 8th. I think that's when we turn the clocks back, isn't it? Yeah, daylight savings time. So we turn the clocks back on that day. So our world times and temperatures as I speak. And how come that's not up? I don't understand. I thought I turned on I didn't turn on the Wi-Fi for the older than dirt iPad mini. And let's bring that up. Tina says, I have no heat. A pipe broke, caused boiler to leak water out. Oh, okay. You got somebody coming in to fix that, Tina? I hope. I gave your daughter a call. She probably got somebody coming over there. That's considered an emergency. Well, if it's after hours and stuff, it's not really. Hopefully, you get that fixed and stuff like that. Because what do you got for temperature up there? Okay, yeah. It's chilly. Let's just say the temperature. We'll get to your temperature here right now. I'm waiting for my um, world times and temperatures and stuff. And let's see, are they going to come up? Okay, come on, guys. Okay, there he goes. Our world times and temperatures as I speak. Um, oh, he already came. He came and said he can't fix a. He can't fix till pipe is fixed. Huh? The heating guy couldn't fix the pipe. Probably have to get the pipe. Oh wow, that's okay. So that's an ongoing thing here for today. Okay, hopefully things will work out there. That's just stay warm. The water's off, so everything's drying out. So just stay warm. If you got an electric heater, if you use an electric heater, make sure you watch them and stuff like that. Okay. Uh, no, it's a lot. Oh, it's a lot of water. Yeah. Okay, a lot of water down in the basement. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying. So hopefully they get that fixed. Our world times and temperatures, as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:20. Bugs running around here. 1:20 a.m. Clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:20 a.m. There in Phoenix. Clear skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, cloudy skies at 5:20 a.m. 19 degrees Fahrenheit. And Tina says, you got three electrical fireplaces on. Okay. Okay. At least I'll keep you somewhat. Okay. That's a good emergency backup. Just keep an eye on them. Okay. Just don't make sure they don't get overheat there. In New York City, the concrete jungle, they've got snow. They're right in the blunt of this storm that's coming through. It's sort of like a northeastern that came up and it's hugging at the coast, but snow, 28 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City currently. And down where Tina's at, where she's getting she has a water leak. What was that? A water leak? You don't have any heat because a pipe broke, causing a leak of water, so the heater can't work. But she's got 36 degrees. That's good. That's good. That you have at least that temperature. Then with the electric heaters, that keeps you warm until that gets fixed. 36 for the high, 23 um, for the low. Snow. You got snow just like we got snow down there in central New Jersey. Down in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony is from, or is at right now, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 45 for the high. Ooh, that's nice. 34 or 31 degrees Fahrenheit for the low. Clear skies down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tony. Continuing across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean for our world times and temperatures. London, UK. And Tina says, yes, works good. Okay, that's good that they work good. Yeah, they keep you keep you warm as far as that goes. Thank God we're out of that that cold, chill bone chilling cold there. In London, UK, at 11:22 a.m. Cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, mangia, lunchtime in Milan at 12:22 p.m. Raining in Milan, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's where the Olympics were. That's where the hockey game took place yesterday. Milan Cortina. They had the downhill skiing and all that in Cortina, but the skating and hockey game yesterday was in Milan, and the closing ceremonies right after the hockey game and the gold medals were given to the U.S. team. In your face, Canada. We beat you square, fair and square. And Canada played good. They were this number one seed, so that's an upset. It not a big upset, but it is an upset because they're the top dog. So who cares how many shots on goal you had? We got a goalie that stopped every one of them, just about. Um, but the closing ceremonies for the Olympics was in Verona, Italy, and Verona, that's the home of where William Shakespeare wrote the story Romeo and Juliet. And I've been to Verona. Very nice city there in Italy. A lot of good architecture. I saw the balcony, the little balcony, not the one you see in the movies, the little balcony. And I rubbed the bronze statue of the right breast of Juliet that sits right there in the courtyard is probably this dining room is bigger than the courtyard. The courtyard is probably about 2/3 the that's how small. You got to wait to get into the courtyard. There's a line so you can see the balcony. It's pretty neat, but it's you could say you were there. And but Milan, beautiful city. And Italy itself, or Verona, I should say, is a beautiful city too. Continuing with our world times and temperatures as I speak, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, at 7:24 p.m., sunny and clear, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, 8:24 p.m. in their evening, cloudy skies, some clearing, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, great friends and ally Australia is in Melbourne, 10:25 p.m. in their late evening, clear sky, 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Sydney, Australia, at 10:25 p.m. also cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. So, and we got snow here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Our thought for today, comes from Walt Whitman Jr., 19th century American poet, journalist, and essayist, a great American poet. And his quote and our thought for today goes as follows: keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Let me read that one again. That's a good one to start the new week with. Keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Walt Whitman. So, what did Walt Whitman mean by that? The central idea of the poem, as a way of dealing with both uh, population growth and massive deaths during the Civil War, Walt Whitman focused on the life cycles of individuals. He wrote that during the Civil War. People are born, they age and reproduce, and then they die. Such poem as When Lilacs Last in the Doorway Bloom, imagine death as the integral part of life. And that's what it is. It's the circle of life as far as that goes. So, so that's a good quote, a really good quote. I enjoyed that. That's a good quote. And what's wrong with my sound? Is my sound still? It just went off in my ear here. Let's see. Let's make sure we got some sound here. Do we got sound? Let's see. Okay, we got sound. We got sound. Okay, we got sound. We got something. Somebody in the got an auto mod here. Let me take care of this auto mod here, folks. Clean up on aisle. So that's a good quote from Walt Whitman. So thank you, Walt Whitman. God bless and Godspeed. Let's see. That's one. We got two. That's three. That's four. That's five. And six. Okay, so that's gone. Okay, let's see here. What do we got next on the docket? Okay, we're good on the audio. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, it went off in here and stuff. It does that periodically and stuff like that. So let me check my sound here. My sound is sound is still good. Sound is still. No, hang on, I'm going to reset my mic. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, we reset the mic. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's what I found. That's what I got to do so I can hear myself as far as that goes. So the mic is reset. I just pull it out and plug it back in. It's like turn it off, turn it on. Okay, we're back. Okay, and we took care of the individual there on the in the Twitch comments and stuff. Okay, so our national day for today. Hey, there's Tim Fan, yo Tim, coming in from Michigan. How you doing, Tim? Glad to see you here. Are you already at the job site, or are you you probably are because no, or else you're just getting up. Good morning, all snow blowing. You're snow blowing. Okay, yeah, we got some snow here too. In that storm, I imagine you got quite a bit being near the lake and stuff. Let's see, our national day today. Let's see what it is for today. Yeah, hopefully this is the last snowstorm that we have as far as that goes. I was really looking, Saturday when it cleared all out, the receding snow. I'm thinking, great, no more snow. Let's see, what do we have here? We have National Tile Day. Yeah, if you like that fancy tile. You have National Dog Biscuit Day. Give Roscoe an extra biscuit there, Tina. It's it's National Dog Biscuit Day, so give Roscoe an extra biscuit. Tim Fan says, yes, sir, at the job, came in early for snow blow. Okay, gotcha. Woo, 8 inches. Oh my God. we've got about an inch and a half to 2 inches out here. There's more. You can see. Well, now you can see it's starting to. You can see the snow right there. There, we got the snow right there. That was all gone. That was well, for the most part. And Tina's laughing, and she's saying good morning to Tim on the Twitch side. So you can see we got snow right here, right here. That's that one, and there's that one right there where my fingers are pointing. We got snow. It's getting daylight out there. Well, look at the trees. Wow. I like that when you get that soft dusting of the trees and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that is a dusting compared to what you got, an inch and a half to eight compared to 8 inches. Yeah, I'll call that a dusting. Yeah, I still got a snow throw after the broadcast this morning. Let's see, we got National Tootsie Roll Day. I love Tootsie Rolls, but I can't have them because they stick to the teeth, and they can get rid of my cap. So we're gonna go with National Banana Bread Day. How's that sound? National Banana Bread Day. I like, who doesn't like a good banana bread? I usually have the Mrs. buys bananas at the grocery store, and so I have a banana. There's a couple bananas sitting on the counter there in the kitchen. February 23rd recognizes and more importantly celebrates a well-known food holiday, National Banana Bread Day. Hashtag National Banana Bread Day. This is a favorite food holiday for National Day celebration, and on the calendars, we love banana bread more than we love chocolate cake. Well, I don't know about that. I like both. They're both equal in my eyes, you know. And Tina's saying yum, yeah. I don't know, for those chocolate lovers, they'll take a chocolate cake over a banana bread, but I love both as far as that goes. Bananas first made their appearance in the United States in the 1870s, but were a luxury item for wealthy people. People mostly ate them fresh or as a fancy garnish. It would take a few decades before they started seeing the banana's potential. But then history threw us a curveball that changed baking with bananas forever. In the early 1900s, when food was scarce, families rarely threw anything away, not even mushy brown bananas. Homemakers quickly realized by adding the mashed banana to a batter of sort, the inky fruit could become a delicious and inexpensive treat for the family. By the 1930s, baking soda and baking powders made banana bread and more quick breads standard features in American cookbooks. Pillsbury introduced banana bread recipes in the 1933 Balanced Recipe Cookbook. The release of Chiquita's banana recipe book in 1950s further secured the bananas bread acceptance. So it's good. And let's see, my daughter makes best banana bread. There you go. And today she's baking a chocolate cherry cake. There you go. On National Banana Bread Day. There we go. That's good, Tina. That's good. Okay, let's see. Tomorrow is our second every other Tuesday, so we're going to be doing the Mixcloud broadcast tomorrow, where I present 8 songs over there on mixcloud.com/ Richard M. Roberts. That's the newer of the more updated channel. I have a link to the old channel, the off to the left of that channel. If you go in the show notes, the original 212 shows of the Tioga Radio Show, and that's on www.mixcloud.com/Rich Roberts. I've got Fireman Rich. I should use that one. I might switch. I should switch to that one, maybe. I might switch to that one. I still have that one too. I got 3 channels over there. So we'll be doing, we're presenting 8 songs tomorrow on the broadcast, and that's fun to do. That's always, it goes by too quick though. It goes by too freaking quick as far as that goes. And but I like doing it. I've done it for a number of years and stuff like that. So it's and I don't really get that many followings and stuff. I get more follows or more views on my blog than I do, and that's over on Blogger. And well, I have two. Actually, I have two. Actually, I have three blogs, but I only use there's the original the Fireman Rich blog. That's one I've been using for years, and I have the one I blogged about this. It's the Tioga Fire Protection, Fire Prevention. I blogged this Saturday about the fire that happened in Appalachian, as far as that goes. And so we're ones across the boards. We got one person on Rumble, one person on Locals, one person on YouTube, and one person on Twitch. That's about par for course there, for a total of 4. Okay, let's see. We've got 100 years ago. Let me get ready for that. Let's go ahead and do that. 100 years ago. That's what we can do. Let me turn that off and see what Roger Luther has to say. This is 100 years ago as of Friday, February 18th. And that goes back to 1926. So it's 100 years ago from Friday. See what kind of what did I get that one? Let's see. Share this one. Yeah, we want that one to share. Okay, we'll bring that up. And there's a young lady right there for 100 years ago, and we'll give this a play and see what Roger Luther, who's the Broome County, New York State historian, has to say. So enjoy.
Tonight, we take a step back in time with a look at the news from this day in 1926, a famous mind reader making a stop in Binghamton. Broome County historian Roger Luther has a look at the news that made headlines in Broome County.
Hold it. We had this one. The 18th. That was Wednesday. We had that one on Friday. Wait a minute. Let's back up here. I queued up the wrong one. Let me check this again. That doesn't make sense. Hang on for a minute. What is going on there? This is going to be for the 20th. Oh, there's not one for the 20th? Oh, let me search for it here, folks. So that one is no good there either, right? Yeah, that's no good either. So we'll put that on the news, and we'll bring up Roger Luther here. I got to search for it. They did post it on their thing there. They have it to the 18th. But if you go to the search, and I have no affiliation with Fox 40. There it is. No, that's not it. Uh-oh, folks. Oh, wait a minute. I got to change it. I got to change the date here. So that's going to be for the 20th. Let's go ahead and do another search. And there it is. We got it. We got it, folks.
And we're taking a
Yep, here we go. We got this.
Step back in time.
It just didn't post it yet, as far as that goes. So that happens, I guess. It happens. Okay, here we go. There it is. There it is. That's the one we want. Okay, folks, enjoy.
And we're taking a step back in time with a look at the news from this day in 1926. It was a time of many chicken thieves, as 2 coops have once again gone missing. Broome County historian Roger Luther has the news that made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, flames destroyed 3 buildings and threatened the entire business section in Owego this morning. Fire started in the coal supply stored in the basement of one of the buildings. Nestle's ice cream company of Port Dickinson stopped making ice cream and closed its plant today. All the factory equipment and delivery trucks have been purchased by the Binghamton Ice Cream Company. A term of naturalization court to be held in Binghamton this spring will admit 106 aliens for citizenship. Italians lead all other nationalities in the number seeking citizenship, followed by Czechoslovakians. And finally, thieves robbed 2 chicken coops in Conklin last night, got away with 24 chickens. In a separate incident, 2 Binghamton men were sent to Broome County Jail today, charged with stealing 60 chickens from 5 area hen houses. That was the news, February 20th, 1926.
The great chicken robbery 100 years ago. Thank you, Roger Luther from Fox 40. The big chicken. That's what I'm saying. Oh my, the big chicken heist there, and as far as that goes, and then there was some bad fires there. I guess they had 100 years ago, and then I didn't realize Nestle's was here, and oh, there we go. That's a good one. Teenage and KF Chicken was born. I don't know if they were associated with each other, but they could have been. But they caught some of the guys, I guess, that stole the chicken. That's a lot of chickens. Chickens there. People were, maybe they sent them down there to Colonel Sanders' way as far as that goes. So it's like it's funny. I didn't realize. I never heard of the Binghamton ice cream. It's not there anymore. I don't think so. I don't think ice cream company. Let's see, Binghamton Ice Cream Company. Let's see, Binghamton Ice Cream Company. Is it still there? I don't think it's there. It's not there. No, it just has a whole bunch of ice cream spots where you can get ice cream. No, it's not there. I've never heard of it, stuff like that. So it's just and so there we have for history. In other history for today, it was 140 years ago today. An American inventor used electrolysis to extract aluminum from aluminum oxide, a process that eventually resulted in reducing the price of aluminum by a factor of 200, because aluminum it was almost worth more than gold back in the day. So they improved the process, making it more affordable for many practical uses, from soda cans and the Wright brothers, Wright Flyer, making it light as small grains emit clay. It was thought that the medieval alchemists to be the grains of dirt from a second currently forming earth, or whatever. They had aluminum was very mysterious, and it was very, very precious back in the day. In 1455, Gutenberg Bible was published, the first Western book printed with movable types. And I believe I saw a Gutenberg Bible at St. Bonaventure's. I visited there several years back, and they have a. I was there, and I was able. Me and the missus, we were there on a visit, and they allowed us to go in this one portion of the library that was temperature control, and there in this case was a book from 14. It was I believe it was a Gutenberg Bible, or it was a Bible of some sort. It had religion, but it was old. It was they had all these old books. Though the thing is, we couldn't touch anything. If we touched anything, we would all be going out. But that was a real treat to see that. 1883, Alabama became the first U.S. state to enact the antitrust law in 1883. And in 1905, a Chicago attorney and three businessmen met for lunch to form the Rotary Club, the world's first service club. Let's see, the first mass vaccination of children against polio commenced using the vaccine back in 1954. And 1975, U.S. daylight savings time commenced 2 months early in response to the energy crisis. That's when everybody was sitting in line for gas and stuff like that, as far as that goes. And let's see, on other history on this day, it was back on this day as soon as it comes up, on February 23rd, 1945, during World War II, Marines on Iwo Jima captured Mount Suribachi, where they raised two American flags. The second flag raised was captured in an iconic photograph by John Rosenthal of the Associated Press, and it became the Marine they gave a blueprint for the Marine memorial statue down in Washington, D.C. Let's see. In 1836, on this day, the siege of the Alamo by Mexican troops began in San Antonio, Texas. And that's where they had the saying, "Remember the Alamo." 1942, the first shelling of the U.S. mainland during World War II occurred as Japanese submarines fired on an oil refinery in Santa Barbara, California. Oh, I didn't know that. They did. They actually did. I knew they hit Alaska, which is considered American territory. 1980, during the Winter Olympics, American Eric Hayden completed his sweep of the 5 men's speed skating events at the Winter Olympics in Lake Placid 46 years ago, Lake Placid, New York, right here in New York State, by winning the men's 10,000 meter in the world's record time. Hayden remained the only athlete to win 5 gold medals in a single Winter Olympics. I seen Eric Hayden. It was a couple years after that, about a year and a half to 2 years. He was on the 7-Eleven bicycle racing team, and I was down in Atlantic City, the one and only time I went to the casinos down there, and they had a road race, and I saw him. You should see his thighs are almost as big as my body. I mean, he had some thighs, so no wonder he was a great skater. He had the legs for it. Let's see. And in 2021, golfer Tiger Woods was seriously injured when his SUV crashed into a median and rolled over several times on a steep road in suburban Los Angeles. I don't know if he was under the influence or whatever, or I think they attribute it to speed, but he's also back in the news to where he may be thinking about making a run for the Masters again. To take part. The golfers we have now are above what Tiger was, almost. I guess they're just I don't know all their names, but there's some really good golfers out there now. But he paved the way for those younger golfers, and that's history as far as that goes for this day, and also 100 years ago. Let's see. What do we got for time? We got time to do the sports here. Let's get the sports. Let's knock the sports out. Basketball returned, and was it Friday? This past Friday, the Nets lost to the Thunder 105-86. Going into Saturday, there was no games of the teams that I watch. I'm an avid Celtic fan. I like the New York Knicks and also the Brooklyn Nets. Sunday, the Nets lost to the Hawks 115-104. Still like them, even though they do lose. The Knicks beat the Bulls 105-99. And I watched the tail end of this. The Celtics, they trounced the Lakers out in LA 111-89. So go Celtics. We have none of those teams playing tonight. And tomorrow, the Celtics will be playing. They're in Phoenix playing the Suns at 9:00 tomorrow night. I might catch a little bit of them. Let's see. NHL is going to be returning Wednesday, so we'll get the schedule going back on. And I'm into the hockey now. I might go ahead and just when the Buffalo Sabres, and they play this Wednesday night too. It looks like I might have to see if I can watch that game. Hockey is just it seems fun. Let's see. We did have some spring training baseball games started where what is it on Friday, right? They started. And good morning, Captain Rehab. And the missus says good morning to you. And USA. Yep, we talked about I watched a great game. And then we have Farmer coming in from Virginia. Good morning, Farmer. He's saying good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Hope all is well down in Virginia. And for Captain Rehab, he's coming in from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And Tina's saying good morning to her nephew. And Captain Rehab saying good morning, Richard. Yep, the missus says good morning. And Tina saying good morning to Farmer. So we got some activities there in the chat. Yeah, we talked about the Olympics there, the Olympic hockey game. 46 years to the day from the Miracle Line. And that was the last time I watched a full hockey game. And Captain Rehab saying good morning to Tina. Okay, let's see what else do we have here. Spring training on Friday. The Orioles beat the Yankees Friday 2-0. And Farmer is saying good morning to Tina. Yep, and it was his birthday also. Yep, Johnny Gunson's son's birthday as well. Exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of good things happening that yesterday during that game. It was a great game. I watched the whole. Me and the missus watched the whole game, and when they got that first goal, it's like yes. And then they held them off. How about that when they had two guys in the penalty box and they were doing the double power play on, and they kept them at bay. That was phenomenal right there. And when they almost got that goal, if it wasn't for the goalie stick just touching it and deflecting it, oh my God, hockey is that close. There was as a much the last hockey game I watched, Captain Rehab, was when I was just coming back from Italy. I was 2 years into the Air Force. It was downstate at Vales Gate Fire Department, and we watched it there. Oh my God, it was just electrifying. And yesterday was nonetheless as far as that goes. Yeah, he had something like 41 saves. So anybody, he had it was the goalie. The goalie was, I think, the MVP of that game. As many shots on goal, and Canada. He just told Canada, "Stick it in your face, Canada." That was a great game. Canada, they're always a good. They're a powerhouse, but the U.S. teams, we have a good U.S. team. He had the best save percentage throughout the entire. Yes, he did. He had great, and that's what you need. I mean, some of those shots, and Tina says your daughter loves hockey. Yeah, hockey's a good sport. I just don't watch enough of it. I mean, I watch it, and if it's so I may be watching the hockey returns on the 25th for the NHL. Wednesday night, and the Sabres are playing that night. I'm gonna have to watch them. Buffalo Sabres are one of my teams. I like the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Rangers and Islanders and stuff. I like the Philadelphia 70 or Philadelphia Flyers there too, but I don't publicize that here in New York State. Okay. Yeah, yet Connor. Well, he got the goal. He got the winning goal. Connor. Oh, he lost. Oh, he got the MVP. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow, really? Probably because he was probably the best player throughout the whole series. Yet Connor McGill of the losing team won the Olympic hockey because of the whole series and stuff. Yeah, the Broad Street Bullies. Yeah, exactly. He's a good player though. That Canadian player you cited and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw the bio on him and stuff like. Yeah, he probably had the best stats of all the players, and he was right in there when they were down two players. The USP MVP should have been our goal. Well, you got to look at what the criteria for the MVP is. The MVP for the whole hockey tournament, then it's just like Josh Allen. He last year he got the MVP, but he didn't win the Super Bowl. So it's the same thing. To me, that's along the same lines. He's MVP of the whole Olympic hockey series. I don't think that it's not an individual MVP for the or else as far as that goes. Okay, so let's see. Where are we at in the sports? We're at baseball. We're in baseball now. It's spring training here. Spring training games. Let's see. The 21st. This was Saturday. Captain Rehab says, yeah, but throughout the series, he was the top goalie as well. Well, I don't know. That's the Olympic guys and stuff like that. The MVP, he could have the MVP. We got the freaking gold, dude. We got the gold medal. That's what matters at the end. The MVP, we know we have a good goalie. So I think if you ask the goalie, okay, do I want the MVP? Do I want the gold? I want the gold. I'll take the gold every time. And Captain, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm sure Josh Allen would trade that MVP in for a Super Bowl ring. It's like MVP is okay. It's a good recognition and stuff like that, but I don't, it's just an individual thing. This was the U.S. hockey team winning the Olympic gold 46 years after the Miracle on Ice in Lake Placid, New York. And it just unfreaking real. They're going to have another movie. They're going to have another movie, I think. Okay, let's see. Let's finish up with the baseball here. The Mets Saturday they lost to the Marlins. Okay, and who else played? Did the Yankees play Saturday? Yeah, Yankees. Oh wow, they trounced the Tigers 20-3 on Saturday. Holy crap! Oh my god. Let's see. Captain Rehab says immediately after losing, some Canadians were complaining that 3-on-3 hockey isn't. They could stick it up their ass. I could care less. That's the Olympic. The Olympics said it. They can complain. Big freaking deal. Hockey is hockey. You got people out there playing 3-on-3, 4-on-4. That's hockey. I don't want to hear this crap. It's overtime. Okay, overtime. They don't want it to go on forever and stuff like that. So, but sour grapes. If they won the gold, would they have complained? Still complained? No, I don't think so. And also thoughts of, I don't see anything wrong with that. End of story. Don't make. I don't mind. It's on his own time. Who cares? He knows somebody on the team. What's the big deal with that? If you're making a big deal over that in the news and stuff like that, I seen the picture. It's like he's celebrating. Who the F cares? Okay, so the person that's bent out of shape about, oh, the director was over there drinking a beer. You know what I say? Stick it up your ass. Anybody that says anything about that. It's USA. He's celebrating. He's an American. He's an American citizen. So I could care less. Um, that's my thoughts. He's an American. He's celebrating. If you're going to make any more out of that, you need to look in the freaking mirror and rethink what you're looking at in life. It wasn't on his own time. It was government time. And I was in the service, okay? If I was out in the military, if I'm off duty, he's not on duty 24 hours a day, Captain Rehab. Get real. Don't make more of this. You just don't get sucked into that black hole, okay? I think more of you. Be more intelligent than that. That's just garbage if you're thinking there's something wrong with that. That's a bunch of garbage. Anybody that thinks there's something wrong with that, you're freaking sick in the head. That's my thoughts of it. I really seriously. You're trying to take away from the moment and stuff like that. He can't have a freaking beer. Give me an effing break. Just you bringing that up, it just like you're sucking. You're trying to poke the bear, but you don't get any respect points bringing that crap up. Jeez, come on, Captain Rehab, get serious. All right, finishing up with the ball games here. Let's see. Spring training today. We have some games today where let's see, New York Yankees will be playing the Pirates this afternoon at 1:05. And let's see, tomorrow the Mets will be playing the Astros at 1:10. This is all spring training games here, folks, as far as that goes. And then this past weekend, we did have some football of the soccer type. We had Manchester City winning Saturday over Newcastle, and let's see, they're still 5 points behind Arsenal in the standings in the Premier League. So they won 2-1, and I forgot to watch that game. It's just like, let's see, their next game is going to be Saturday, where they play Leeds United in the Premier League. So they don't have any games this week as far as that goes. So it's not till Saturday they'll be playing. And there we go with the football. And let's see, where are we at? We're at 1 hour, right on time. I do have the Commodore set up. We may get to the Commodore here after we look at what's happening in the local news. I'm going to come back from a break. We're going to be talking about that fire that happened Friday, as far as that goes, and I got to get some more coffee. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break, folks, and you just sort of hang out, and we will be right back here on the Monday Morning Coffee for this February 23rd, 2026. We're starting a new week, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. So just hang loose there, and we'll be right back, folks. We're back here on the Monday morning coffee for 02.23.2026 at Rumble video broadcast, and Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios, broadcasting to Rumble, where we have 3 folks. Locals, we have one on YouTube and 3 on Twitch. And I'm here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where you can see we have the snow outside there, folks. There's about 2 inches. There's at least 3 inches up on the back hills there, as far as that goes. So, let's see. Tina's left us. Okay, Tina, bye. We'll see you later. Have a good one. She went off to see Hal. Well, we got our second cup of coffee here as we start a new week. First cup for this hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD, despite the snow. And it looks pretty picturesque out there. It's like, hopefully this is the last snowstorm we have. And as far as that goes, and we'll see what happens. But we are back. We're getting a good start to this day. And are you back in? Oh, hang on for a minute, folks. Let me check something here. What are you doing, Bug? Buggy's bothering. Bug, our cat, is bothering Jack. He's chasing Jack there, so she's getting in trouble. Okay, but we're back here, and here for the morning coffee, as far as that goes. And let's see. Let's get ready for some. See what's happening. I'm going to talk about this fire that we had in Appalachian. That's a town I grew up in back in the 60s and 70s before moving downstate. And let's see, did we get that? No, we got to do this. Okay. And let me bring this up here on X. And this was, and that's what I did Saturday. I did an audio, put it up on Spotify. We do repurpose this audio on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And let's see, what do we got here? Let's share this tab. Go back here. We'll present it, and there it is, posted on my X page, at Fireman Rich on X, at Fireman Rich on X. And let's go ahead and bring it up. There it is. Multiple fire departments and firefighters combat fully involved house fire. I did make a video. It's on YouTube. It's on the Rumble. It was a Rumble only. So let me go ahead and bring that up. This is over on the fire department blog. Let me bring you over to the blog. And there's the fire department blog right there. This is my second blog, Tioga Fire Protection and Fire Prevention. I have 2 blogs. When I have something dealing with fire prevention, fire protection, and all the fires I put over here. But that was the fire scene right there that took place. Multiple emergency services agencies responded to 513 Barton Road in Appalachian for a fully involved structural fire. The Tioga County 911 Center received a call approximately 3:43 p.m. Saturday afternoon, as far as that goes. And heavy smoke and flames were observed by responding emergency crews responding to the fire ground from Route 17 into Pennsylvania Avenue onto Barton Road. And the Barton Road was closed down. And there's some other pictures right there. New York State Police confirmed that everyone had egressed from the home. There was no life involved or anything like that, but could not provide any further. You had multiple fire departments responding and whatnot. But I want to get to this one right here. This is the video that I made, so we're going to listen to this one. I might skip through the music here, so let's go. involved house fire, structural and on all those other fine social media platforms. You can find me. Just Google at Fireman Rich. But we're only here for a little bit here. We did have a multiple fire departments and firefighters combated a fully involved house fire, structural fire in Appalachian, New York, here in the southern tier of upstate New York yesterday. And we do have some video of that. And multiple emergency services agencies responded to 513 Barton Road in Appalachian, New York yesterday for a fully involved structural fire. The Tioga County 911 Center received a call at approximately 3:43 p.m. yesterday afternoon. That would be February 20th, 2026. Heavy black smoke and flames were visible and observed by responding crews, emergency crews, coming into the fire ground from Route 17 onto Pennsylvania Avenue into Barton Road. Barton Road in Appalachian was closed during the firefighting operation, which was right near Muth Park. So what we do have some footage of the fire scene, and I was actually listening to this response. Oh, no, we a little too quick there. I was actually listening to this on the radio here that I just turned off. This radio here, my scanner, and they called a lot. There was a lot of. It was a big tanker operation. They did have a hydrant nearby, but they did call outside the Appalachian area for the tankers. Tankers is what I'm trying to say there, but tanker operation. And let's go ahead and bring this one up as far as on the present. Let's go ahead and let's see. Is this the one? I believe. Okay, I think that's the one. So we'll go ahead and share that. And no, we want this one. We want the first one. Here's the first one. We have three videos. Two are from WBNG Channel 12, a local CBS affiliate in Johnson City that had news crews on the scene, as well as a report from Fox 40 News. This is off their webpage. Full disclosure, as always, I have no affiliation. I'm just a consumer of their news and information. So let's go ahead and start this one here, and we'll just run them 1, 2, 3 right across the board. So here we go.
Breaking news out of Appalachian, where departments from around the area are battling a house fire. 12 News' Brian Melanson is there now. Brian, a very active scene this afternoon. What more can you tell us?
Austria, I'm here on Barton Road in Appalachian, where at least 4 different fire departments, including Appalachian, Campbell, and West Corners, are responding to a 2-alarm fire at a residential home on Barton Road. Now, my view right now is a little obscured by the trucks that are coming up and down this narrow road, but I can tell you what, from what I have seen, it is still a very active fire. Lots of smoke, as you might be able to see over my head right now. Still some active flames. And the last thing I saw was multiple first responders trying to remove the siding of the house, potentially to get into some of those flames that are still trapped within the walls. Now, as for the cause of this fire, that is not something that we know right now, but stick to 12 News as we get more information about this devastating fire here in Appalachian.
As we begin tonight, we're actively working to learn more about a house fire in the village of Appalachian. This was the scene a short while ago on Barton Road in Appalachian, where a number of local agencies responded to this large blaze. The 12 News crew that captured this says the flames could be seen from Route 17 westbound. Among the responding agencies included Appalachian Fire, Owega Fire, Campbell Fire, West Corners Fire, and more. Officials from NYSEG were also on the scene. As we said, we are actively working to learn more, and we hope to have more information for you later on 12 News at 10 and 11.
Okay, we're gonna, sorry about that. We're gonna go ahead and bring up our next one here. I was not compensating for the the commercials. Okay, we have one more from Fox 40 here, and we'll present that, but it gives you an idea of the fire ground being reported there. So let's bring this up for Fox 40 and give it a play here.
We begin tonight with developing news out of Tioga County. Emergency crews were on the scene of a fully involved house fire at 513 Barton Road in Appalachian earlier this evening. Originally, the call came in about 3:43 in the evening. It was quickly upgraded to a second alarm fire. A firefighter on scene stated it's believed that everyone was able to get outside of the house. Appalachian Fire Squad, Owego Fire, Campbell Fire, and Southside Fire were all responding to the scene. Many departments from Broome County are also assisting. It is a developing story.
And there we have it from Fox 40 and WBNG. Again, full disclosure, I have no affiliation with neither. I'm just a consumer of their news. And that's what they were reporting for this fire yesterday. This fire happened yesterday, as far as that goes. And New York State Police confirmed that Okay, that was a video I did on Saturday for the Tioga Fire Protection, Fire Prevention. That was a recording, with the retired firefighter logo up here, as far as that goes. So that was a big fire I listened to. I said on the radio here, we were listening to that fire and stuff, and um, it's over there towards St. Margaret Mary. Well, if you're heading towards St. Margaret Mary's on Pennsylvania Ave, Barton Road is just before St. Margaret Mary's on the right, it's heading south on Pennsylvania Ave into Pennsylvania. And the St. Margaret Mary's is a church I used to go to when I was a practicing Catholic, I guess. But the house was a complete but the big thing is nobody was hurt and stuff like that. So I wanted to present that here. So we probably, unless there's a follow-up, it was a pretty extensive fire as far as that goes. And there was like 5 or 6 fire departments there. Okay, let's see. Web pages I'll be showing here, just like I stated on that, Fox 40, no affiliation with Fox 40, as well as these other web pages, news web pages, like WEBO, the radio station here in Owego, WNBF, radio station out there in Binghamton, Channel 12 News, CBS affiliate in Johnson City, no affiliation, Channel 34 or NBC 5 out of Binghamton, WIVT, and WENY out of Elmira, TV station there, Channel 18, WETM, Penny Saver, WKGB, the original radio station here in Binghamton, no affiliation there, 104.1, radio station Binghamton, Spectrum News, what is this, Country 106.5, WYRK, 93.7 WBLK, the People's Station, Buffalo's Sports Radio Channel, WGR 550, and 1440. I have no affiliation with any of these news web pages as we present them here. I'm just a consumer, and what I'm showing is basically articles that sort of highlight the southern tier of upstate New York here where I live. I'm very proud of living here, and my kids grew up here. I grew up here. The missus grew up here, and it's a nice area. I do enjoy being up here. So I have no affiliation with any of those web pages. I just like to get that out. And let's see, on Fox 40, we got, let's see, Binghamton University hosts STEM Community Day for National Engineers Day. Okay, this is a good. I like presenting. Oh, this is just a static thing. So they got their hands looking at world of science and technology. That's at university. I thought they'd have a video. They don't have a video, so we'll skip that. And I am not seeing anything else. Oh, okay. Vestal plans 1 million restoration to bring historical carousel to Arnold Field. This would make 7 carousels here in the southern tier of upstate New York. This southern tier of upstate New York. Southern tier of upstate New York is the carousel capital of the world, folks. So let's go ahead and present this one as far as that goes. This is on Fox 40, and I like the carousels. You come to the southern tier, you gotta go on one or two of these carousels. They're great. They're great, and they're free. They're free. So here we go.
Back, the town of Vessel is looking to add its name to Broome County's carousel legacy, as the town is planning to add a refurbished carousel at Arnold Park. The town was given a 1917 Herschel carousel last spring through a donation from an Endicott family. The town says it will cost about $1 million to both refurbish and install the new addition at Arnold Park. Nikki Bernard, the president of the Friends of the Vestal Carousel Committee, says the new carousel has a rich history and will be a great addition to the town of Vestal.
Through its history, it was packed up and then traveled around the country to different carnivals and such, and then put up for folks and fairs and things. So our carousel is special in the sense that all of the legs of the horses are up and the ears are back to prevent breakage and make it easily transportable for its historical use.
Welcome back. The town of Vessel is looking to add its.
Okay, we already saw that one, but yeah, they're gonna they've acquired an old carousel, so they're gonna restore that, and that's a good thing. And let me bring my camera back up, and that's good. That's good. And I think yes, you love them. You love carousels, Tina. I guess they're fun. They're fun stuff. And you said what? You just got a message. Hal's got technical difficulties. He's probably got some snow out there because Tim Fanforti, he's out in Michigan also. Hal is out there in Michigan. They probably got some power outages. They got 8 inches of snow from what Tim Fanforti was saying. 8 inches. The couple inches we got, just a dusting there, and I agree with him. Okay, so that's Fox 40. Let's see. WEBO, which has been hit and miss. There's nothing there. WEBO. You know what? Let me check their their Facebook page. Let's see if there's anything on their Facebook page. They're more active on their Facebook page. You know, they're just saying snow day. So there's nothing there. Let's see. WNBF. News radio. Let's see. Anything over there? Nothing there. And what, pretty icy out there?
The steps are icy.
The steps are? Okay. Hopefully it gets warmer here. Let's see. WBNG. Let's see. Do we got anything on WBNG? Oh, I heard about this. This is an NFL. There's a football player. Did you hear about this, Captain Rehab? Rondell Moore, an NFL receiver who had a season-ending training camp knee injury in each of the last 2 years after standout college career at Purdue and promising start with the Arizona Cardinals, was found dead Saturday. He was only 25. Did you hear anything about that? If you're still there, Captain Rehab? Police said Moore died of self-inflicted gunshot, so he took himself out. Moore was found deceased in the garage of a property of his hometown in New Albany. So that's too bad. I heard a brief headline on that as far as that goes. So I'm not sure if you heard anything, Captain Rehab, if you're still there. Okay, let's see. Let's get back to channel 12. Let's see, anything else on channel 12? Not seeing anything. And let's see, do we have anything? And I think that's it for that. We already seen that one. That's on the fire. So, okay, we'll go to channel 34. Skate Estate, we already seen that one. It's channel 34 or channel NBC 5. I think channel 34 is now channel 5 out of Binghamton.
Maybe.
It's tough because I got channel 34, but they got a channel 5 NBC. It used to be an ABC affiliate, I believe. Let's see. Nothing. I'm not seeing anything on there. Let's see, WENY, which has been pretty much hit and miss as well.
Nothing going on.
I don't like their new webpage. Their new webpage is sort of, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Channel 18. Oh, there was a fire in Southport. Let's see what that was about here. Southport fire. I don't know. Can we bring that up? Oh, okay. Let's go to. We'll go to My Twin Tiers channel 18 WETM out of Elmira, and they have on their webpage something about a fire there in Southport this weekend, I guess. So let's see what that's about.
We now know the cause of a house fire in Southport from this past Wednesday. Fire investigators say a person was smoking in the home while they were on oxygen therapy. A spark from the smoking material ignited, and the oxygen helped it spread rapidly. Witnesses at the scene of the fire say they saw someone taken out on a stretcher. We know that person went to a local hospital, but we do not have any information as to how they're doing right.
Okay, so this is a follow-up, and the person was smoking, and evidently they were on oxygen. You don't smoke near oxygen, folks. That's just a measure of something that's bad's going to happening, and you can see what the result of that. They got a metal roof on that house there. You see, that's the house in Southport. So that's out in Elmira way as far as that goes. Good thing nobody was hurt. You know, the explosion of yeah, exactly, Farmer. Smoking with O2, brilliant. Yeah, you see it in the movies and stuff, but you don't real life. That's just an accident. Not waiting to happen will happen. You don't smoke around oxygen. Oh my God, that's just stupid. And Tina says, I'm sure they were told that, but didn't exactly, Tina. Yeah, they say, oh, I know better than this. I'll be careful. No. That's you don't be careful. You just don't do. You don't smoke around oxygen. That's just something.
Well, there's big orangey stickers, I believe, on the oxygen.
Yeah, there are. Yeah. When they have oxygen in the home and stuff like that. Let's see. Anything else? And I'm not seeing anything. Let's see. Our current Doppler. We got that snow. If it's coming in from the north now. Let me look at the Doppler here on this here WBNGs. Oh, what's wrong with my Doppler? Oh, it's not coming in. Okay. Yeah, we go to this the local Doppler here on My Twin Tiers. Let me bring this up. This is what we got right now. Where is it? Oh, how come I shut down the? No, we don't want that. We want to present. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. There's the Doppler right now for the southern tier. You got Tioga County, and then you got the two counties to the north as far as that goes. And you got Tioga County is right here. So this is the satellite as far as that goes for this morning. Looks like it's coming down from the north as far as it's swinging around and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's showing up. Yeah, that's showing up there.
Yeah, the wind, the direction of the stuff's going to change.
Yeah. So that's on channel 18. The weather alert They got some closings and stuff like that. Let's see. Penny Saver, nothing, no. Going there. WKGB. Let's see. Why February 22nd? What's the 22nd? That was yesterday. Let's go ahead and do this one. Why the 22nd of February matters in rock and roll. We're going to be doing the Mixcloud broadcast tomorrow. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. And we haven't done a rock history and stuff. This is on WKGB 92.5, a great radio station. The Binghamton's original. It started 100 years ago, but they're primarily a rock and roll channel. It's February 22nd, yesterday, and here's some of the reasons why that yesterday mattered in rock history. In 1967, Abbey Road Studios in London was hopping. Pink Floyd was working on their debut album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Meanwhile, the Beatles were there recording. Pink Floyd was around in 1967. Wow. I didn't start listening to them until about 1978, 79. But the Beatles were recording recording that giant piano chord for the end of A Day's Life on Sgt. Pepper. 1989, for the first time ever, there was a category for heavy metal at the Grammy Awards. Metallica performed at the awards show and was nominated for the trophy, but much to everybody's surprise, the award went to Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull's not heavy metal, is it?
I didn't think so, but
Yeah, causing a lot of audience members to boo. I would figure if Metallica's performing, they're going to win it. They're more metal than Jethro Tull. My God. 2005, Korn announced that guitarist and founding member Brian Head Welch had left the band to focus on life of Christianity. He would go on to release a solo album, penned an autograph, and then in 2013 returned to the band. Yeah, I'd say the same thing, Tina. Oh my. Let's see. Tina says, I'm sure they were told that, but didn't listen. Oh, that's on the Oxygen. And you're saying, oh my, with the Metallica. Yeah, Metallica. I would figure Metallica would have won that one. Let's see. Let's get back to this. We got one more. And in 2006, iTunes hit a milestone, selling its billionth download. The track Coldplay's Speed of Sound was purchased by a 16-year-old in Michigan who, along with getting the song, also got a phone call from Steve Jobs, and she got an iPod and some other prizes in 2014. iTunes passed its 35 billion song sold mark, and that's what happened yesterday in rock history. So that's pretty interesting. I like bringing up that rock. I'll probably read that again tomorrow, or actually, I probably read one for tomorrow. They'll have it up. They get that from iHeart. Okay, let's see. Kiss 104.1, nothing there. Same articles as 10 or WNBF and the Whale. Did I put the Whale up there? No, the Whale. There's nothing on the Whale. Let's see. Spectrum News. Let's see. Here's the new one. Binghamton University to add women's flag football to sports program. Is there video on that? No video. Just an announcement there. And let's see. What do we have? They still have the thing about the Boone Farm, so they don't have any updated other than flag football is going to be a sport at Binghamton University. Let's see. Buffalo, they're talking about New York State schools hosting massive Team USA rally for Team USA for winning the hockey. That's on the Country 106.5 WYRK webpage up there in Buffalo. And their sister channel, WBLK Power 93.7, they got the same articles. Let's see. On Let's see, WGR 550. Let me bring up the picture here. We already talked about this, but this is a great picture here. Oh, we don't want that one. We want where is it? Right here. We want this one. Here we go. There we go. That's the picture we want. U.S. hockey team. Team USA and Tag Thompson win gold Olympics. And Tag Thompson, Jack Hughes plays for the Jersey Devils. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so there's that team. Great win. That was a freaking great win, man. That just makes me so proud of that team and our country. Let's see. What do we have on the 1440? If Tina we still look at the 1440, Tina. I just look at the briefs. Today's briefs. Let's see what we have. Blizzard slams Northeast. More than 63 million Americans are under a winter storm alert, including 26 million under blizzard warnings as a northeastern struck the mid-Atlantic and Northeast overnight. Cities including Philadelphia, Boston, New York City are expected 9 to 20 inches of snow down there. The storm, how many inches you got down there, do you think, Tina, where you're at in central New Jersey? The storm turned off the coast of North Carolina, moving northward, causing a rapid drop in air pressure known as a bomb cyclone. Its shape has been likened to a swirling comma as bands of snow move northwest. More than an inch of snow per hour is expected in some parts of Northeast today before snowfall ends this evening. The storm is expected to be especially severe in New York City, which under the state emergency, it marks the city's first official blizzard since 2006. More than 3,300 flights have been canceled because of this storm. And Tina says, I don't know. I can't see out the door. It's icy though. Yeah. Yeah. And all your windows are ice over. So it's cold down there if your windows are ice. Down in New York City though, the mayor, he's asking for help. The new mayor of New York City, and me and the missus are laughing at this one. But to become a volunteer snow, to be given a New York City shovel to shovel snow, and I guess you get a bright yellow vest, as far as that goes. As far as and Farmer heard of this article, so because he's asking the question, I wonder how many people signed up for snow shovel in New York City. He's laughing because here's the punchline: to be able to get onto that volunteer aspect of helping to shovel snow in New York City, you need 2 forms of identity plus. I don't think if you heard this one, 2 identities plus the your Social Security card, and so you need a driver's license, another form of ID, and your Social Security card. What's that?
No, Fox News said they were going to pay these people.
Oh, they're going to pay the people.
I don't know.
But even still, you need 2 forms. You need 2 forms of IDs. But down in New York City, you don't need ID to go vote. And I wonder how many. Well, seeing that the missus said, now here the thing is, New York City's raising the taxes because they have a shortfall, but they're going to pay these people. Where's the money coming from? I don't know. The New York City mayor there, and Tina's laughing. Yeah, we heard that. I say, really? To get a snow shovel from New York City, and actually the snow removal down in New York City, correct me if I'm wrong, is the New York City sanitation department. They take care of snow removal. They put plows on the front of their garbage trucks, as far as that goes. And Farmer's a joke. That's a funny one there. I don't think that'll be interesting. But the missus heard an update that they're going to get paid also. So it's just. But I'm going to be following that story, I guess. Maybe we'll see something when we go to the headlines here on the Commodore 64, because we can finish up with that. Okay, so what else do we have on 1440? Winter Olympics have ended. The U.S. hockey team captured a gold medal in a thrilling fashion yesterday, beating Canada 2-1 during a 3-on-3 overtime period. And Forward Jack Hughes scored the golden goal less than 2 minutes into extra play, while goalie Connor Hellebach stopped 41 shots on goal, including a save just 10 seconds before Hughes' winning shot. It marks the third gold medal in men's team history, and it's the first since the 1980 Miracle on Ice over the Soviet Union, which I saw that also. The match was the final gold medal competition. It's always the last competition in all the Winter Olympics is always the gold medal hockey match competition. And with the closing ceremonies, which is in Verona, Italy, held in a 2,000-year-old arena, in Arena de Verona. And Verona, I've been there, and I've been to this Coliseum. It's sort of like a Coliseum, so to speak. I don't know. I'm seeing if I can get a picture here. There's supposed to be a picture of it. Is that it right there? Yeah, this is where they held the closing ceremonies last night here. This let me bring that up. That's the Coliseum. I've been to that. That's in Verona. It's a small. It's not as big as the Coliseum in Rome. It's probably about half the size as far as that goes. And but I've been to that. That's in Verona, Italy. So I have been there. Let's see. Norway finished the games atop the medal count with 18 gold medals, 42 total, followed by the U.S., Netherlands, and host Italy. Despite falling short in some high-profile events, the U.S. delegation broke the country's record of gold medals with 33 total medals, as far as that goes. So hats off to the Olympic team as far as that goes. And that's good. That's a good thing. The guy doing my driveway is getting $100. Oh, okay. How much? You must have a lot of snow. Well, you got that's a fair amount nowadays, I guess, with inflation and stuff like that, Tina. So, but yeah, you got to have access to the house and stuff like that. It stopped. Everything's white out there. You can see. I mean, it's blending in with the windows here. You can see that. I don't know if the kitty cats are out there yet. I don't see it. I don't see any footprints. Our outdoor cats are probably. Okay, let's see. What do we got? What do we got for time? Hour and 46 minutes. Let's go ahead and bring up the Commodore for our headlines. Let's see. Put that on monitor 1. Hopefully this works. Let's see. Yep. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, we're good to go for our headlines here on the Commodore 64. And see what kind of headlines we have for today. Let's see. Let's bring this up. Oh, you know what? I don't have the cassette in. I gotta put. This is the cassette right here that has. It's like a cassette because you used to be able to use cassettes for data on the Commodore 64, and but this is a USB. It's hidden in there, and this has the program. So let me plug this in. I forgot to plug this in. There's always one thing I forget as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and plug that in. Okay, we got that on. Let's fire it up. Tina's laughing. Yeah, I always forget one thing, don't I, Tina? There's always one thing I forget as far as that. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this up and see what headlines we have. And let's see, we got the USB right there. We enter, we go to the BBS. This is the old school BBSs. And let's make sure our cable is in, our Ethernet cable. Okay, that's in. Instead of dial-up, this is going via the internet. This is a Commodore 64 Ultimate, which is a Commodore is back, folks, and this is their new. They brought back the Commodore 64, but it's the Ultimate because I can hook it up to the internet now. So the BBSs, I wonder if you could still dial up. I've got a modem. I don't know if my modem would work on this, but we'll. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll bring up the Ultimate term. Oh, that's not the one. I want this one. Okay, there we go. Run me first. We got a configuration file we got to load. Got to sit back here so you can see me. Okay. Let's see. How's that looking? That's looking pretty good as far as having the window here. That's not bad. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up the thing here. It's searching. That's the virtual drive. We're going to hit 1. And we're going to fire it up. And you know what? I'll be right back. While that's firing up, I want to top off my coffee here in the kitchen. And I don't know if you can hear me from the kitchen, but I'm going to go ahead and top off our coffee here. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks. And we got technically our third cup of coffee here. We'll go ahead and that's still loading. And you heard me from the kitchen, Tina? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I can still get up and I can talk to you all, and you can hear me from the kitchen. Of course, you can hear that Mrs. is always in there in the morning time, so you know. But that's good. Okay, it's at 150. I'm going to check that. That's at 150 as far as to listen to it. I'm curious. And you said yes. Okay, Tina, thank you. Okay, here we go. We're going to bounce that down to the BBS that we go to. And there it is. Retro. We'll see what the headlines are. And we're going to do, let's see, what do we got? We got 150. We'll do 10. We'll do maybe 10 or 15 on first on Fox and then CNN. Okay. And then I found out when we did this Friday, once you get the list, you can go and check the article out. So if the article spurs my interest, we'll go a little deeper on it. Okay. So we're going to go use the Commodore 64 and we're going to check out the headlines on Fox 40 and we're going to just go general. All right. And I can look at it right here. Number 1, family member of armed man who breached Mar-a-Lago perimeter describes personality politics. Oh, that's the 21-year-old. I guess the president wasn't there, so the kid was a dumbass, but he ended up raising his shotgun or whatever. He had a can of gas, and the Secret Service took him out. It's just like, I don't know if it's death by cop or what, but it's sad. But I guess the family reported him being missing. Number 2, Trump invites U.S. men's hockey team to State of the Union speech after Olympic triumph. And if they're going to make it for tomorrow, they flew out. I think after that hockey game, both the Canadian and U.S. team, from what they were reporting, was going to fly out to New York City, but because of the cancellations, I guess they all flew into Miami, and hopefully they'll get into New York. Number 3, death toll raises after Mexican drug cartel leader killed in U.S.-backed operation. I guess Mexico is kicking some ass down there with the cartel. That happened this weekend. Number 4, American stranded in Puerto Vallarta describes city turned into a war zone and more top headlines. So that's an ongoing thing. They're trying to clean it up down there. Number 5, Texas parents rush to enroll their kids into state school choice program. Okay. Let's see. Let's hit next. Number 6, blood tests could predict when Alzheimer's symptoms will start years in advance. Really? That's a big advancement right there. My mother passed away of Alzheimer's and dementia. It affected her final year. and stuff like that. It crept up on her, and it just she was bedridden for the last. And she was in a wheelchair her last 2 years or something like that. So, number 7, Chad Wolf. Space isn't just the final frontier; it's the ultimate high ground. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see what that one says. Let's go a little deeper on that one. The race to the moon is on again, but the strategic competition playing out today is much bigger than our race with the Soviet Union in 1969. In China, if China reaches the moon ahead of the United States and establishes permanent manned presence, it will not treat the lunar surface as a peaceful scientific outpost, but as an extension of its campaign to suppress America, intimidate its allies. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. We'll go back this space thing. Let's see. Number 9, Canadian Olympic men's hockey coach complains about overtime format after gold medal loss. Well, boo hoo, Canada. I'm not even give that the satisfaction or the I'm not even gonna open up the article. I think that's a bunch of crap. If the US complain? I don't think so. If they would have won, if Canada won, they wouldn't have complained. So it's disingenuous to state that as a coach. That's the rules. Hey, if you want them change it through the Olympic Committee. Boo hoo, Canada. I can't believe it. Celebrate the moment there and stuff like that. Number 10, former NFL defensive back. Yeah, we talked about that. He passed away or killed. He self-inflicted. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. Number 11, Katie Porter holds F and Trump sign in California Democratic Convention. Big BFD, whoever Katie Porter is. She can stick it up her ass. Number 12, former president or former Prince Andrews faces lengthy criminal investigation as royal privileges offers no protection. It shouldn't. He's just a regular person. Who cares if he's part of royalty? And Tina's laughing at that one. Okay, number 13, Senator Elizabeth Warren, who I don't care for, President Trump's broken promise on credit cards. Give him time. Jeez, Rome wasn't built in a year. They'll take any little thing and complain about it. And Elizabeth Warren, she's a complainer. She is just like she's not relevant. Number 14, Ayatollah's arsenal versus America's firepower, Iran's top 4 threats, and how we will fight back. We're not going to fight back. We're not going to war. Number 15, China dominates with 5,500 ships, while American has under 100, but Trump's finished fighting back. Yeah, but our ships are more technically advanced. We got them on the submarines. The submarines will keep them in check. Let's go one more here. I feel like going one more. Let's see. DHS shutdown drags into week 2 as Iran threat. SOTO clash competition will take. What is that? Clash complicates Hill talks. Well, the DHA, it's not even affecting what they want. The Democrats are doing this political stunt of closing down a partial government, and it's not the Republicans that they want an open government. So I think the Democrats need to listen to Senator Feinstein or Senator what's his name down in Pennsylvania, the senator from Pennsylvania, not Feinstein. She's old. I don't even think she's in the Senate. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. But the Pennsylvania senator, Democratic Pennsylvania, because they got a Republican and a Democrat. But the Democrat is like, don't close down the government. Let's see, number 18. Who in Abigail Spanberg. Who is Abigail Spanberg? Yeah, who is she? And why the Democrats choose her for the State of the Union? Oh, she's the response. Okay, BFD. Number 19, Thomas Ripps Supreme Court tariffs ruling says majority error on the Constitution. Well, I don't know. They ruled on it. Got to live with it. I think they're making more out of it than what they should be. But there's other options that the president has, from what I've been reading. Number 20, tourist trap in Puerto Vararo, recount cartel retaliation after El Macho killing. Let's see. Farmer says, I'm pretty sure her name is really Spamberger. Okay, Spamberger? Yeah, there we go. Spamberger. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's see. Okay, that was Fox. Let's go ahead and back out of this. And we're going to be giving equal time to CNN, which isn't too bad. I can, as far as just looking at the headlines, I don't know, some of these other news agencies like Al Jazeera's, I would never hit number 4. Al Jazeera, they can go stick it up their ass. Okay, let's see. Number 1 for CNN. So the British Film Awards interrupted by racist slur from man with something syndrome. Is it Trump syndrome? Number 2, estrogen patches in short supply as demand for menopause hormone therapy grows. Okay. Number 3, who was El Macho? Well, who cares? He's not here anymore. The feared cartel leader killed in military operation. Well, he's dead. End of story. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Number 4, Delta flight returns to Savannah Airport after engine trouble sparks grass fire. Ooh, let's check that. That's an in-flight emergency there. Let's see. That's number 4. That's what I used to do. In-flight emergency. Let's see. A Delta airliner flight from Savannah, Georgia to Atlanta was forced to turn back Sunday night due to engine trouble. That's an in-flight emergency right there. So we get a report of that on the airfield. We'd be out standing by with our fire trucks, which sparked a large grass fire, probably from the engine, near the airport runway, according to air traffic control. Delta Flight 1067, a Boeing 737-900, had just taken off from Savannah Hilton Head International Airport around 6:45 p.m. Sunday when the pilot declared an emergency. Everything okay. I saw a pretty large flame on takeoff. Oh, so right, they had engine problems right from the get-go. An air traffic controller asked the pilot, hearing in a radio recorder on broadcasting. Oh, that broadcast, right? If you Google that, you can go and you can listen to radio transmissions from emergency services to every community in the country. We lost left engine straight out here for Delta 1070. The pilot can be heard saying, the controller acknowledged the grass fire shortly after, telling another plane on the runway to move, saying, we're going to get the fire trucks out there. That whole taxiway is on fire. So that means that the ground was, he had a lot of dry grass out there. The pilot of Flight 1067 later asked, this fire, is it related to the runway? Is it what just happened with our airplane, or is it something else? Let's see what. The controller replied, unfortunately, when the engine blew, it set the whole grass on fire on the left side of the airport. There were 179 customers and 2 pilots. We actually call them an in-flight emergency on the fire department. We call it 179. Well, actually, you would add the pilot, so it'd be 181 SOBs, souls on board, and 4 flight attendants. So that's 185 SOBs. But they landed safely. Okay, Tina. See you later. Take care. Ciao for now. Okay, we'll see you Wednesday. Bye for now. Okay, let's back out of this one here. Number 5, fresh protest erupts in Tehran as Witkoff says Trump curious why Iran has not yet capitulated. Well, hopefully the protests will help speed that up. Number 6, who sits where at Trump's State of the Union address? A visual guide. Now, there's just going to be a lot of people. Let's go to next. Number 7, British Film Awards interrupted by race. Oh, we got that one already. Hit end. Okay, number 7, John Roberts just gave Trump an off-ramp on tariffs. He's not taking it. John Roberts, that's the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, just gave Trump an off-ramp. Okay. From what they're talking about, it's not that big of a deal. The Democrats will make a big deal about it, but there's other options the president has. Number 8, Trump's approval rating with independents hits a new low ahead of the State Department of the Union. Well, that's odd because this weekend I see that his Trump's approval rate is at 50%. Let's Google that. Let's see what Google has. Let's see. What is President? Let's see. President Trump approval. It'll probably be low on Google. It always is. They always take. Let's see. His approval rating. Well, depending on where you go. I can't believe that 6 of 10 Americans disapprove of his. That depends on where you go. Let's see. What do we have? Anything? It's not showing a percentage. I saw something where it said 50%. Let's see. Take one more look at this. Okay, based on a Fox News poll conducted January 20. Okay, that's last month. It's at 44%. Well, 56, 47, 44%. I saw something that was 50 up to 50% as far as that goes. And that was 4 weeks ago, the 44%. It's still higher than most past presidents as far as that goes. Farmer says it's all who they ask and how much they pay. Exactly. You got that right, Farmer. You got that right. That's true. I did see a poll that said 50% and stuff like that, and I'm not sure where it was. Number 9, Democrats decry merging medical care for detainees in funding fight. Oh, big deal. Number 10, Supreme Court tariff reversal cements China's upper hand ahead of a critical meeting with Trump. No, it doesn't. Number 11, Trump won't blink on tariffs because he can't. He's flexible on tariffs. He's shown that he's flexible. If the country's, why should we give another country the advantage when we have the advantage? We can take the advantage, all right? If I'm playing a chess game, I've got the tariffs, but I'm going to stop and I'm going to say, hey, here's my queen, and then they take they can win the game. No, we're not going to do that. Speaking of chess game, I got a chess game today. It's Monday. Number 12, what to do if you're stranded in Mexico? Well, don't go to Mexico, first of all. That's my advice. Why are you going to Mexico, for God's sakes? Especially when you got all that crap going on down there. Let's go one more here. Next. Number 13, armed man shot and killed after entering the perimeter around, the 21-year-old that was just did a stupid thing, and it cost him his life as far as that goes. They told him put the gun down. He raises the gun. Well, if you're going to raise a gun in front of law enforcement, they're going to take you out, cut and dry. So let's see. Number 14, FBI Director Cash celebrates with U.S. men's hockey team after Olympic win. And he should. If anybody's making otherwise of this, he drank a beer. You're full of crap as far as a person. Number 15, Mexico's most wanted drug leader killed in a military operation as clashes erupt, and U.S. tourists told to shelter in. Well, they're not going to know when the operation happened, but I don't know. Why are you going down to Mexico with all that crap? 16, here we go. Our favorite mayor. So Zoran Momdani bans most travel across New York City due to the blizzard and gives in on the snow day for students. Okay, he's actually doing something then. I don't know about that snow shovel thing. Let's see. Number 17, Gavin Newsom. Gavin, there's another name for him, discusses a potential 2028 matchup with Kamala Harris and why his son doesn't want him to run. Oh, you want Kamala? Yeah, we'll take Kamala again. Kamala, she shouldn't even. The Democrats, if they put Kamala Harris up again, there's definitely something wrong with the Democratic. It's not the Democratic Party. It's not the Democratic Party that's putting her. It's the super delegates. It's a closed system there. They say there's things wrong with the Republican Party. My God. Number 18, DHS reverses course on TSA paid pre-checks suspension. Yeah, the news said they were going to suspend them. They're not suspending them. Let's go one more. We'll give CNN the extra viewer thing here at the head. Oh, let me see. Go back here. Let's see. One. I exited out. Okay, we went next. Next. Let's see. We got to 18. We'll do one more. Next. Let's see. Number 19. Trump says he's sending a hospital boat to Greenland as territory says no thanks. He'll still send it. Let's see. Number 20. NFL receiver Rondell Moore found dead in his Indiana. Yeah, he took himself out. Number 21, partial government shutdown has hit the Department of Homeland Security. Here's, we know why. It's just a partial. They're trying to make, the Democrats are doing this shut down the government stunt, and that's all it is. It's a freaking stunt by the far left of the Democratic Party, and Senator Schumer is one of those far left individuals. He's my senator here in New York State, and I think he's full of crap for doing that. He was barking against, years back, he was barking against closing down the government, and he was also against voter ID for voting. He's against the SAFE Act. Well, you weren't like 10, 15 years ago, Mr. Schumer, so you're full of crap as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. And let's see, farm. Did I get this one? Oh yeah, let them do that. What a great pair. Yeah, exactly. With Newsom and Kamala Harris, farmer. Yeah. Let's see, number 22. She wrote a children's book to help her sons grieve the death of their father. Now she'll stand trial for his murder. Ooh. What's that about? 22. Let's look at that one. About a year ago, her husband's death, Corey Richens, published a children's book to help her three sons cope with. Just because he's not present, he's with us physically. That doesn't mean his presence isn't here with us, Richens said during an interview promoting the book on a local news program 2000. Dad is still here, and it's just in a different way. Let's see, hit spacebar for next. She was arrested and accused of poisoning her husband with a lethal dose of fentanyl in 2020. On Monday, a jury will hear opening statements as Richens goes on trial for the murder of her husband of 9 years. Prosecutors allege she killed her husband for financial gain and to start a new life with a man with whom she was. Oh, it's one of those deals. Okay. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Number 23, calls grow for Cassie Weiserman to resign as chair of the 2028 LA Olympics. I'm not sure what that's about. And number 24, deadly explosion in Western Ukraine investigated as terrorist attack. Yeah, you notice how we haven't really heard anything about Ukraine and Russia this weekend, even though they are throwing bombs at each other and stuff like that. All right, so that's it. That's all we got here for that, folks. And let's go ahead and back out of this. And we'll close out this. And we'll close out the BBS. And we got Mr. Spock again. We got Mr. Spock. Live long and prosper. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and end it here. And we've been on for 2 hours and 14 minutes. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl who was here. Thank you. Tony D, thank you, my friend. Have a good Tina coming in from Central Jersey. Tony coming in down in from Warner Robins, Georgia. That's where he's at. Thank you, Tony and Tina. And who do we have coming in after that? We had Tim Fan from Michigan. He's they got 8 inches of snow there, and looks like he's snow blowing the snow out of the way. And let's see, we're going down. We had Farmer coming in from Virginia. Thank you, Farmer. Glad to have you. As far as that goes, you have a good one. You had Captain Rehab. Let's see, Farmer coming in from Virginia. And you had Captain Rehab coming in from the city of Philadelphia. Brotherly love. Thank you, Captain Rehab, for being here. Great. Glad to have you. Have a great day today. And I think that was about it. I don't think we had anybody more. Farmer Tina towards the end here in the thing. And we're going to end with Farmer saying, have a great day, everyone, with the flags. Love the flags. God bless America. And appreciate you. And live long and prosper, folks. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. Have a great day today. Enjoy. Be safe. And with that, we are out of here. You can follow me over, or you can check what I'm doing on these interwebs over there on at Fireman Rich on the X. And as far as that goes, and all the other ones, just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at as far as that goes. So with that, we are out of here. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. And we'll be back. We're doing the Mixcloud broadcast tomorrow, as well as we'll be back Wednesday for the Wednesday morning coffee. So you'll all have a good one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. And stay safe. God bless y'all. As we get the intro music going. Take care, folks.